So, hello and welcome. My name's Steve Nobel, and today I'm speaking with Jennifer Lee on the Abundance Codes. Now, Jennifer is a multidimensional Arcturian Gatekeeper, trance channeler, and energetic medium. She has worked for some time now with the Arcturian Council of Light to provide a daily news source of galactic truth, helping people uplift their consciousness and unveil 5D light. And Jennifer's just told me that she's also expanding that work to other kind of star connections, which I'm sure she'll mention when we speak. And her website is jenniferneal.com. There'll be a link going out with this podcast. So hi Jennifer.
Hi Steve, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to chat with you today, and speak on this and bring through the Arcturians.
Thank you so much for agreeing. Now I'm reading on your website that you've got a whole journey of transitioning into the work you're doing now. Can you just say something about that transition?
Sure, yeah. So I really, basically over the past year now, I have integrated my Arcturian self. So just a little bit of a backstory. I was a life coach and just really was drawn to wanting to open up my intuitive gifts and learn more about that. And that was really kind of, I guess, my higher self tapping on my shoulder in whatever way possible at the time. Yeah, because things just were not working out. Everything in my life was at a complete standstill when that was kind of what I was doing with my business. And I always have, but especially then, felt extremely disconnected from myself and really feeling that connection to who I truly am. And I had already kind of gone through most of my, what we like to call dark night of the soul experience. And so I still was, searching and yearning and wanting that deep sense of truth within myself that I wasn't able to tap into just yet. So, I synchronistically enough, I ended up working with a psychic healer who told me that I am from Arcturus and just all these other interesting things. And I had no idea what that meant. I had never heard of star seeds or star beings or any of this. It was this brand new can of worms for me, which I was totally open to. But I didn't really do much with that information until I happened to be doing what I thought was just a general psychic reading with a channeler last year, and she stopped me in the middle and said, "You know that you're channeling right now for me, that this is not, you're not doing what you think that you're doing for us." And it was through working with her that she helped me connect to and integrate my full embodiment of my Arcturian self and understand what that means, and understand how to open up to my multidimensional frequencies. And from there it's just kind of evolved.
So what is the experience like of connecting with this Arcturian self and really opening up to the fullness of your multidimensional nature? Could you just explain to, some people may have some reference for it, but some not?
Sure. So it was very, to the mind, it was very confusing at first. To my mind, to my consciousness that really yearned to understand. I had a hard time understanding, because in essence it's a feeling, it's an inner knowing, it's just an opening up to what that actually is. So yeah, to get a little bit more specific on what that was like for me, I was working with a channeler, and we had a session where she brought forth the Arcturian frequency, so I would understand and really know consciously what that felt like, what that connection felt like. And immediately it was just that sense of being home, that sense of being complete, that sense of being like, this is what I'm supposed to feel like. This is what I've been looking for my whole life. So there was that. And so basically through that, I was opening myself up to welcoming their frequency. And then I ended up having telepathically a visitation over a course of 3 nights. And, you know, again, if you're experiencing something like this, it's not necessarily, at least from my experience, something you can just say, okay, I'm ready. Where are you guys at?
Yeah.
But, you know, they come when they are ready for you, so to speak. So I had a visitation, and I was brought up to their main ship, and really kind of watched them, so to speak, integrate my Arcturian being into this body. And then I went through, gosh, I want to say about a period of 6 months where, again, everything pretty much stayed at a standstill in my physical life, which I'm grateful for, so that I could go through this integration. And going through an integration, again, this is just at least my personal experience. It's very it's very up and down as far as how you're experiencing day-to-day life, because you're awakening your consciousness to such a higher state. You're embodying so much more light in terms of your physical body, your beingness. I mean, who I identified with, how I feel, how I relate to the world, all of that was being integrated and shifted. So it's how can I explain? It's like an out-of-body experience in the body, and as if you're merging 2 parts of yourself into one. And it's exciting and thrilling, and then other days your ego is like putting up a fight, wanting to know what the heck is going on.
Yes, I know. I definitely resonate with that, because I, similarly to you, had a kind of dark night of the soul experience, and then kind of woke up thinking starseeds and ascension, and my mind was going, "What are you talking about?" You know, so totally get it. I totally get it. From a with the abundance issue, because I worked in banking for many years, and it was my first job in the city. And of course, abundant. You know, when I worked in banking, it wasn't really the term. They didn't think about abundance really. They kind of talked about profits and making money and shareholders and that kind of thing. So, you know, from a 3D point of view, money and the whole system is kind of scarcity based, really, isn't it? But abundance is a kind of a very different perspective. Could you talk about this difference between a 3D and 5D perspective on abundance?
Sure. So. Yes, so the 3D is very much based on a lack and scarcity mentality. There's huge gaps in duality that, you know, I could say the entire world is experiencing as far as abundance, or the things that we think of abundance in the 3D material world. So, you know, money, finances, material things, material possessions, all of that sort of stuff. So the 5th dimension, I so apologize.
Your dog is very interested in 3D abundance.
My dog very much. So sorry.
Maybe he was upset. He sounds upset about all the scarcity on the planet. You know.
He's saying, "I agree. Let's get rid of all this lack and scarcity."
Yeah.
So the 5th dimension is filled with total abundance in the here and now. It's a frequency. It's an experience of absolute love, of absolute joy, of absolute ecstasy, bliss, abundance, infinite potential. All of those things that sound absolutely wonderful, but aren't necessarily what we experience in the here and now. And so part of what we're going through on Earth now, part of what I do with the Arcturians, the abundance codes, all of that is about bringing that experience into the third dimension, into what we still experience as our here and now.
So I guess there's a kind of bridging thing that goes on, because a lot of people, there's a lot of light workers, spiritual people, starseeds, struggling in terms of money, work, these kind of things. And it's quite a common complaint. You must hear it a lot around, they go to lovely workshops to get filled with light, they feel great, they come back and they go back to the corporate job and feel terrible. So how is it that we can bridge these two worlds in a way? Or is that, do we need to bridge them, or do we need to just kind of leave one behind?
Well, there's several perspectives that you could take on it. And what comes through me is more of a bridge.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a lot of extremely valuable information out there right now in the spiritual community and from different light workers and such on kind of the latter of what you said, not necessarily a bridge, but just kind of forgetting it all, and this is the truth, this is what you need, here's the 5D here and now. But we have to remember we are still humans having a multidimensional experience, and so that humanness, that human part of us, needs that bridge to the gap. Also, I find that considering we're talking about lack and scarcity, well, oftentimes I feel where we get stuck is we become aware of the fifth dimension and beyond. We become aware of what it means to have abundance in the here and now. And then instead of bridging that gap, we just want to hop into it. But the flip side of hopping into that is escapism. And that stems from scarcity and lack of wanting to escape, some sort of perceived pain, so to speak. So I'm definitely in the boat of bridging, because what we're experiencing right now is essentially meshing two worlds into one. It's not escaping this world, going to the next one. We're meshing and blending the two together as a part of our integration process right now.
So from a kind of spiritual point of view, I read on your website, and my understanding also is that abundance works a lot with our kind of core energy, where we're resonating from. If we're resonating at love, possibility, our default position is high, we're most likely to kind of reflect or attract a very different reality than if we're depressed or feeling, bad about ourselves. But also there are practical things like the kind of belief systems we hold, and the kind of emotions that are held in our body, whether we're kind of defaulting to joy or defaulting to kind of misery type of thing. I mean, they all dovetail together, don't they? It's quite a big thing, but how this package of kind of energy, belief, emotion, focus, how does it all come together? It's a massive question. Sorry, I apologize.
How does it all come together? I mean, it does. It all comes together as a part of your core experience of reality. So we can fragment it in whatever way possible, in whatever way we need to, as far as a means to understand and embody more. But first and foremost, it's really coming from that present state of love and that present state of joy and presence, being really, really immersed in the presence of the here and now. And that can be confusing for some. Some may say, well, I am present in the here and now, and look around. Look at what I'm living in. Look at what my current state of reality is. It's this, it's that, it's the other. However, it's your choice to experience it as that. It's your choice to only perceive your experience of life through whatever you've trained your physical eye to show you. It's really, a core state of, I say love and joy, because that is what seems to be for most kind of the quickest way to consciously understand what vibration we're talking about, what state of being we're talking about. But you could use a number of different frequencies to explain it: ecstasy, bliss, excitement, love, passion, joy. Really, they're all they're different, but they're all one and the same. So to bring that that abundance forth, and you know, we hear this all the time, but it really rings true as far as where we're still at in our human aspect. But it's just feeling that in the here and now, just feeling that, releasing the attachment to what A, B, and C in your life means, what you see, just feeling love, feeling joy, feeling present here. And that's really kind of the central stem, and then you kind of spiral your way out and expand more and more of embodying that. Yeah.
Wonderful. No, I did check your website out. I'm always researching. I've got lots of Virgo in my my star system star chart. So I had a look, and when you teach about abundance codes. I think you've either taught one or is it ongoing course? I think you have. But you've got so many aspects of it, from healing Atlantean and Lemurian timelines to dealing with certain abundance portals. So these are very kind of cosmic aspects of the abundance codes. Can you kind of just address the kind of work that you do and what can be done from this kind of cosmic point of view around abundance?
Yeah. So I was downloaded with all of this information from the Arcturians not too long ago, and you know, even at that point, I still was a bit of like, what? This doesn't make sense to me. But okay, we're rolling with it. I'll let you guys take control, right? Yeah. So so it is very cosmic. It is very galactic, and really, what has come through. Yes, I am running an abundance code activation program, and I'm sure I will run it again in the future. It's actually about to end. And really what that has shown me is kind of the essence of embodying these abundance codes are connecting to all of you. Connecting to all of your truth as far as a multidimensional being, a galactic being, a star seed. So it's really what has come through as we expanded all the way out, all the way out. So this goes beyond, oh, I'm an Arcturian star seed. Oh, I come from here. I come from here. This is embodying that piece, but many other pieces. And we connect to that through deep meditation and activation. So it's connecting to all of that, so you embody the frequency of that abundance and of that expanded infinite power that is you. That's really who we really are. And then it's kind of about understanding that, tapping into that, and then bringing that in to your physical here and now. So much of what we went through is definitely a clearing process. So clearing any Atlantean timelines that needed to be cleared, or connecting with our Lemurian selves. We activated some galactic portals to really bring forth that infinite possibility aspect that is core of abundance in itself. And we've gone through a lot of the physical, clearing the physical body, releasing detox, all of that stuff. We've gone through that as well. And the interesting thing that I've seen with working with these codes is, so sorry, I kind of jump around a little bit.
Okay, it's all right. Don't worry.
So by doing this, you're actually activating kind of what we are calling the abundance codes within your genetic frequency, within your physicality. So this is similar to when people speak of, waking up your 12 strands of your DNA, or embodying the diamond light codes, or this or that. It's very similar. And so we do that, and then that allows you to bring that full expanded galactic galactic higher embodiment down within. And the importance of doing this is it really releases on the kind of lower dimensional planes all of the things your humanness holds on to that keeps you from activating this abundance in your life. So, attachment to what others think, certain judgments, past subconscious programming, past life clearing, relationships, all of those little kind of strings we have attached to essentially lack and scarcity. Well, by kind of working our way from above and bringing that down in, it automatically releases and clears all of that.
Wonderful.
So that's kind of how it goes. Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited that you're going to be doing an activation meditation for us.
Yes. Should we go ahead and do that? Are you ready?
I'm really ready. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yay. Awesome.
Great.
Great. Okay. So I'm just going to have you, all of our listeners right now, let's just go ahead and close our eyes. And we're going to be going through an abundance code activation with you all. So it's very exciting. And just allow yourself to become really present and really settled in your physical body. And so with each breath that you take, just allowing yourself to really feel the heaviness of your physicality. Really feel the seat that you're sitting on. Feel your feet on the ground. Maybe you're laying down. Feel that bed or that surface that your body is connecting with. It's really important for us to just kind of ground in this present moment, staying connected to who we are in this reality as we begin to expand into higher and new activated potentials within us now. So I'm just going to have us take a really nice, deep, cleansing breath in. And as you exhale, let out a nice big sigh. Just letting go of any tension, letting go of any stress, being really present in the here and now. And you're going to envision a really powerful, strong, beautiful column of white light begin to shed upon you from above. And with each inhale, we allow this white light to come closer and closer to the crowns of our heads, allowing this white light to begin to cascade in and around our physical bodies now. With each inhale, continues to crawl down the tops of our heads, cascading around our forehead and into our third eye. Coming down the rest of our face, around our throat, cascading down our shoulders, tops of our chest. As you continue to breathe deeply with each inhale, feeling this bright column of light continue to engulf and enmesh our entire physical body, allowing this light to continue to crawl down our backs, our diaphragm, our abdomen, allowing this frequency to begin to really uplift you, reminding you of the embodiment of your true being. And on the next inhale, watching this light continue to crawl down your lower belly, gliding in and out of your hips as it falls down over your thighs. Taking a nice deep breath in. Allowing the light to continue to fall down your calves, grazing the tops of your feet. Now watching this light continue to ground into Mother Earth's frequency, taking a deep breath in. And on your exhale, allowing this light to crawl through all of Mother Earth's layers, watching this bright white light column crawl all the way down into Mother Earth's core, into the crystalline frequency that is of our true Earth. Taking a deep breath in. And on the exhale, watching this light come back up through the earth, carrying Mother Earth's crystalline frequency up and through and around our physical bodies. Taking another deep breath in, watching this light crawl up and around, all the way back up to the tops of our heads. This time lifting us up with it as we begin to activate the frequency of who we once were, of who we're destined to be. Taking a deep breath in, watching this white light exit Mother Earth's frequency, crawling and climbing up through the clouds, out through the sky, into the heavens and the stars above. Taking a deep breath in and letting a big sigh out. Continuing to climb and crawl up this beautiful, strong, solid, magnificent column of bright white light, brighter than you've ever seen before. Feeling its immense power, feeling its immense potential, reminding you of who you once were, reminding you of your soul's true frequency, reminding you of who you truly are and who you are destined to be. Taking another deep breath in, and as you exhale, continuing to crawl up into what looks like a big, bright disc of pure golden rays of light. Just feeling this power almost magnetize you, almost suck you up, almost vacuum yourself into its vortex, into its energy now. Taking a deep breath in, letting a big sigh out. as we activate the galactic consciousness of the heavens above, as we activate the multidimensional frequency that is your true love, that is your true source, that is your true potential, that is your true infinite experience. Taking a deep breath in, letting it out now. As we activate the abundance of frequency that is your light being, that is your true being, that is your galactic self, embracing and embodying this infinite potential within you now, taking a deep breath in, and with a big sigh, letting it all out. Activating the infinite portals and infinite potentials of your reality as you begin to embody and embrace your true frequency of the multidimensional rays of light that are your true reality, that are your infinity, that are your divinity, opening up your consciousness, opening up your bodies, opening up your physicality, opening up the abundance portals that are your reality, that are your truth, that are your power, in and out of different galaxies, in and out of different dimensions, opening up your consciousness to this now, taking a deep breath in, letting it out now. Feeling the light rays and the light waves of infinite abundance calling your name. Remembering your truth, dear ones. Remembering your name as it is time to rejoice. It's time to feel your light rays, to embody these codes within your DNA, to embody this truth on all your different dimensional realities, on all your different planes, for it is time to embody your galactic self, your multidimensional self, all of the truth, calling your name, bringing this in to your surface, bringing this into your physicality now, taking a deep breath in, and with a big sigh, letting it all out. As we release any ties, any portals, any strings, any timelines that are not of this frequency now, that block you from this truth now, releasing you of this now. It is done, it is done, it is done, letting it all out now. So we begin to feel these different light waves of different potential realities come back down and cascade upon us into this physical reality. Still seeing ourselves connected to this column, connected to this dimension of truth, and bringing that frequency down into our physicality. So we remember our names. We remember our light codes. We remember our truth. You know who you are. You know who you are destined to be. You know how to embody this frequency. This truth is among you and within you and all around you now, in the third dimension reality and above. Taking a deep breath in. And big sigh out. As we come back to center, we come back to source, feeling the swirling energies of this around us, completely connected to our core, completely connected to the potential realities of who we once were, and who we're destined to be. Taking another deep cleansing breath in as you come back to your physicality. Just really beginning to feel connected to your physical bodies again. Feeling your feet on the ground. Feeling the seat you're sitting on. This time, just also feeling that new integration of light frequencies swirling in and out of your physical bodies. And if anywhere in your body you're not able to feel this heightened state of vibration, just take a few conscious deep breaths into that area, whether it's your solar plexus or an elbow or your back or an ankle. As you come back to present, just remember to consciously breathe into those areas, for those are areas that are used to being stuck and stagnant and holding back potential. And we want to allow that life and allow that frequency to flow through our entire being, to allow this embodiment, this activation to really take place in our physical realities. And so whenever you are ready, going ahead to just open your eyes, taking a few sips of water, and coming back to our physical life.